Captain's Vlog. Brew batch 003.
Walk with the rich, walk with the poor. Learn from everyone, that's what love is for. Don't let nobody drag your spirit down. Well, we're walking up to heaven, Lord. Don't let nobody turn you around. Well, I might say things sound strange to you. I might preach the gospel, I believe it's true.
12 grams NUBA, not bra. Sorry guys, NUBA. 12 grams NUBA, 2 grams beeswax, 10 grams coconut oil, 8 grams almond oil, 18 grams Oderless kerosene, 5 grams petroleum lighter fluid thing, ronoseal, whatever it's called. So the short summary is slightly more solvents, and I'm getting rid of that low odor mineral solvent because it's too aromatic, it stinks. The Oderless kerosene is better fragrance wise, so hopefully it's going to smell less. I'm also, once I've made this batch, I'm going to split it down into 2, and one of them, so we're going to have version 003A and 003B. A will just be as this all done. B will have another synthetic component in it because I want to try and add something that might help the wax. So let's go and brew this bad boy. Okay guys, so there's 3A, there's 3B. Gonna give them 24 hours to cure. Okay guys, so where are we with this? So what I'm trying to do with this batch number 3, and I'm trying to come to a conclusion with this particular path I'm on, and that is I'm upping the amount of solvent because I want a wax which is more like margarine, that's softer to put on, even softer than butter, like margarine, so it goes on beautifully and then gases out quite easily, and it is easy to work with. Okay, that's what I'm looking to get, and I don't think I'm quite there. I've got a wax which works and is functional, but I don't want to get too carried away with that. Anyone could do that. So I've got to get it beyond just functional. I've got to get it really nice to use. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to work on here by upping the solvents. Okay, I have a technical problem still that I haven't been able to solve, and that's the problem with heating the solvents. And I am never going to be able to solve that problem while I'm trying to do this on a gas hob. You know, it's gas, it's a naked flame, and solvents. Those two things cannot go together, you know. So I'm aware of that. I'm a dumb bloke, but I'm not that dumb to start heating solvents anywhere near a gas flame, okay? So I've been doing some, you know, really budget thing of just dunking the solvents in boiling water and getting them well away from the flame and just trying to get them as warm as I can, which actually did really help, but I can't get them hot enough. Okay, I'm struggling to get them beyond 60, so I'm still getting a temperature drop. When I get temperature drop and I put my waxes together, some of the NUBA is instantly waxing up, and that NUBA that instantly waxes up or goes hard is not getting mixed. That's gonna create a real quality issue with what I'm doing, and I need to solve that problem, and that's important. So I need to look at getting a heater, a wax heater, and you do this in the garage with no naked flames, even if it means me boiling me wax up in there because the heater can't get the NUBA hot enough. At least I can heat my solvents up in here and get something together, put all my hot wax mix in the wax thing with the hot solvents and keep heating them till I can get them completely pure and really stir them up into a well mixed liquid, and then pour those out into something where I can cool them instantly. Okay, that's going to give me good quality of a kind of mix, I think, and that's causing me problems at the moment. So I need to solve that. Yeah. So that's it for the time being. That's where I'm at with this. So I've got high hopes for the consistency of this one, and I've made 2 different batches. One of them you've got the ingredients for. The other one, I'm not going to keep anything secret what I'm doing here. The other one I've put some liquid silicone in, probably too much. I put 3 grams of liquid silicone in there, which is really high, but I wanted to just go high, go full retard, if you pardon the expression, and see what it does. So I'm hoping that silicone will provide me with some hydrophobicity. So that's where I'm at. I'll come back and we'll have a look at these 2 new waxes and see what they do. And we're also going to have to look at getting some more equipment. So here we have our 2 cured. It's been about 8 to 10 hours, which usually should leave it a little bit longer, but I'm an impatient bugger and I wanted to get this shot. So 3A and 3B. So 3A is just the raw recipe. So let's just put this one. So what have we got with 3A? I'm just sorting this camera out. Zoom. Give me a zoom. There we go. So we've definitely got a softer wax, a definitely more greasy dissolved wax. I don't think it's going to cure up anymore. Okay, it's still got that slight sandy roughness to it, but it's definitely greasy, and it might be a little bit too greasy, which is interesting. I don't know though, it's still tough. It's not like putting your finger in a tub of Vaseline, not that I ever do that. It's a bit tough, but it's very greasy and buttery, so I'm interested to see how this goes on. But maybe, because I've upped my solvents by 5 grams of more of Oderless kerosene, maybe that's gone too far. It's interesting though, because that tells me that this is getting the brew ratios right is quite a precise thing, because I was definitely too hard before, and my initial thoughts are I'm too greasy now. It's interesting, but it's good because I can just narrow it back down. Now this is 3B, so this one has 3 grams of liquid silicone in it. Now let's just get in there. Yes. Jesus. Right, can you see that? Hopefully that's zoomed in. So it's nice and smooth. It's got that greasiness to it. It just feels smoother, this, for some reason. I'm going to be interested to see how these function. So what I'm going to do is lay these out now. Oh, Jesus. It's okay. It's all slippery, but I had the lid on. It's fine. It's unhurt. I bought some JML Chinese or Taiwan or Hong Kong, wherever they come from, somewhere miles away. It took about 5 months to arrive, but they're only like £1 for like 12 of them. So these are like sandpaper, these applicators. But they're fine for testing on my crappy panel. Yeah, so we've got some JML applicators. Oh. Don't think I use demon foam, by the way. I was just interested in the fact that they've got a shampoo gun and it's got a valve on it, a bypass on it, which is kind of cool. So I'm going to be playing around with this, be tipping this down the toilet, and it even runs out, and having a look at this thing, because I'm interested in that. Right, we're good over here. I'm going to move the camera around. Yeah, okay. So let's have a look at this. Hopefully you can get a good view of that. Let me just flip that around so I can see what you see. It's okay, actually. It doesn't cave in on you or anything like that when you're taking it out. So that's alright. Yeah, but it's very, very buttery. It's a poor brew, and I need to sort that technique out of getting it dissolved and putting it in better containers than these. But for testing, I suppose it's just about okay. Yeah, so this is much nicer. I can tell straight away this is much nicer. It's much more margarine-y. It's much more like R222. That's much better. So there's less drag, you know, and that is what I wanted. So I'm getting closer to the wax feeling how I want it to feel. I'm almost tempted to just go and get some R22 and put it down and show you how similar they now are in terms of that greasiness, which is what I want. Okay, so let's just, this is a very thick layer of wax as well. That's cool, that's cool. Right, so let's go and get another applicator. Excuse me. And shut that one down. Yeah, that is starting to vape out more. So this is our 3B. Yeah. That's good. So, you know, it doesn't, it is a bit, well, I don't know if it's too soft or not. It's just softer than what I'm used to, but it doesn't kind of, you know, it doesn't disappear. I'd be worried about that on a hot summer's day though. It's softening up, but you know, it's alright. So let's put this on. This is the one with our 3 grams, which is approximately, that's over 10%, isn't it? Yeah, it's over 10% liquid silicone. That's high. No, it's not over 10. Yeah, it's over 10%. It's with half of a portion, so that's 25. That's about 30 grams in total. Yeah, so we've got over 10% liquid silicone. That's high. So I'm expecting to see some differences here. So this other one as well. It's not. Let's keep these that there and that there, so don't get mixed up. So this is also very nice and buttery and margarine-like, which is good. So the theory is, I put these on now, and I buff them straight off, and then I come back in about an hour's time, and see how we're getting on. So that's good. But they come off beautifully, yeah, even with this budget microfiber thing. So they, you know, that's good. Yeah, that's lovely. I just don't want to go near those white lines because the solvent in the wax will take the ink off. So these go on great and they buff off great. That's a bit of luck, that is. And definitely, it's giving me more gloss. It's hard to really measure that. And now we're going to go, let's use another microfiber. Just the one thing, these ain't good microfibers, these Costco's, but when you're doing tons of testing, they're perfect. So let's just take this off. So you can see, hopefully, the one thing is how easy this wax just comes off. It's like buffing off margarine, which is what I wanted. That's really nice in terms of how it goes on and goes off. So I think we've got a good thing here. It's interesting. So that, oh, okay. So there's, I think I put so much thick wax on it that there's still more residue here that needs buffing off. So let's not contaminate that microfiber. So that's interesting. So yeah, look, it just all, even though you can't see it, there is wax obviously on here. And the solvent is still coming out of that wax. Yeah, good. You can see all the scratches I'm putting into this from doing this. These are dangerous, these things. Right. Lovely. And what I'm going to just do while I'm here, So this is, actually, you know what? This is really greasy as well, you know. And these are about, the consistency of those is about the same as this now. I hope you can see that. That real greasiness like margarine, but still quite tough. And that's, I think, what we've got. So let's put this down. So you know, this is tons of product. You wouldn't put it on this thick. Right, let's just get that down. But that's good. We're getting there, guys. Another Kirkland fucking label. Okay. Yeah. Feels, using these two waxes feels identical to using the R22. The R22, yeah, it's the same, it feels the same. So the way they go on and off now is very similar to this. There's the 3A one, so that's the 3A. Yeah, I mean, I think we are nearly there. I think we're nearly there with this. I might drop the solvent down by 2.5 grams, which is the midpoint of what I increased it by. But one last other test I want to do. Again, I want to do my R222 and what's it called? FF003. Where's my spoon? Too much stuff there. Where are you? So I'm just going to take 3A, and again I want to capture this so you can see the kind of consistency we're dealing with. There, zoom in. Right. So look, you can see it's quite hard. I'm pushing quite hard there, and it crumbles and kind of comes away. There's a bit of resistance, which is quite nice. So there it is. There she blows. Let's just take this off and have a look at this in our hands. So this is getting near to where it needs to be. So you can see, hopefully, as I'm kind of pushing it, it's like very greasy, right? Now what I'm going to do is put that down over here, plonk it on there. I noticed mine are more yellow as well than theirs, so I think they're using bleached versions of the NUBA. NUBA. So let's just get this one. Make sure that spoon's clean. Get the lid back on this thing. Oh shit, that's right. Right. So here is the R22. I'm just going to push it. So you can see it's got that same greasy sort of thing like really greasy skin when we're kind of teenagers, that shine that sort of almost oozing out of the product. This has got it as well, and it's very soft. What I'd say, we're virtually there with the consistency of this, I think. And it's good that we're getting it through solvents rather than too much oil, because those solvents will disappear. So I'm going to put this down over here. Yeah, we are getting there. I think I need to go and clean my hands. Hold on. Oh, Jesus, I was like 2 piss holes in the snow. So yeah, I think I know where we're going with this. I think we're very near to the right texture, and we're going to just drop it down with a Forensic Formula 004. But one thing I need to do before I do my next brew is put these on cars and test them out a lot more, test them outside. I need to test them for durability as well. So yeah, it'd be silly to go and make, come on brain, another batch now. It'd be too early, so I need to test this a bit more. But I'm going to cut this video, chop it all together with Forensic 003, so you can see with where we are. And then when I start the next one, the next brew, it will be in a few days, and I'll probably have a bit more information on you on how these ones fare up when they're being tested properly. Jesus, it took me a hell of a long time to get that out. You've probably fallen asleep. I can get a move on.
That's